decent work, business and human rights, pandemics of infectious diseases. Today, there are many issues over labor and social security in the world. Establishing and improving labor laws and social security systems leads to the happiness of workers and the growth of companies. They are the keys to social and economic development of the country in the long run. It is necessary to enhance and ensure the effectiveness of the labor law and social security system in every country. In Japan, there are nationally qualified legal experts who have contributed to ensuring the effectiveness of labor laws and social security systems and improving personnel and labor management for over 50 years. They are labor and social security attorneys, Sharoushi in Japanese. There are approximately 43,000 experts who have this national qualification regarding labor and social security-related laws. As specialists, Sharoushi support mainly small and medium-sized enterprises with the procedure of those complex systems. They contribute to the expansion of coverage of the social insurance system and the proper collection of social insurance premiums, and ensuring the effectiveness and sustainability of the social security system. Further, they prevent and solve labor-related issues in workplaces by providing appropriate labor management guidance. They strive to improve corporate compliance and protect workers' rights. They conduct a wide range of services. Let's see the service contents. Employers are obliged to prepare and submit various documents to the government agencies such as the Labour Standards Inspection Office and Pension Office. Sharoushi act as proxy for employers to prepare and submit those documents. Employers are required to prepare and preserve various documents by labour and social security laws. Sharoushi prepare those documents for employers. They provide legal consultation on personnel and labour management, mainly for small and medium-sized enterprises. Further, they make proposals and solve issues for the realisation of better personnel and labour management, including the introduction of diverse and flexible work styles. They conduct payroll calculation on behalf of employers. They provide consultation on complex pension issues and act as proxy for either party in the alternative dispute resolution procedures over individual labour dispute. Emphasising diversity in the workplace and decent work, they provide various support such as maintaining a good employment environment for both companies and workers, and prevention of labour disputes. Sharoushi are legal specialists established by the Sharoushi Act of 1968. It's clearly stated that Sharoushi should contribute to the government, companies and workers. Sharoushi work with government agencies such as the Labour Standards Inspection Office and Pension Offices, and ensure smooth implementation of related laws for realising a society where everyone can access the social security system easily with no one left behind. In the COVID-19 pandemic, Sharoushi support government agencies and companies with the operation of payment of subsidies to the companies and benefits to employees. Sharoushi ensure decent labour conditions, promote social security coverage, protect employees' rights, and prevent labour disputes. And thus, they help improve the company's productivity. Further, there is an increasing demand for their labour audits. In this way, the Sharoushi are fulfilling public missions and conducting private business activities. The key to fulfilling such functions is the quality control of Sharoushi. Japan Federation of Labour and Social Security Attorneys Association, which is called Sharoushi Federation, is working towards this. The objective of the federation is maintaining the dignity of Sharoushi and improving their quality and their business operations. For this purpose, it conducts the Sharoushi National Examination, designated by the government, and registers Sharoushi to perform their business, conduct training for improving professional ethics and skills, and take disciplinary actions. It unites 47 prefectural Sharoushi associations all over Japan. Thus, it has contributed to attain the public trust of the Sharoushi system. What was the background of the establishment of the system in Japan? In 1961, universal health insurance and pension coverage started in Japan. During the period of Japan's rapid economic growth in the 1960s, many new laws and systems were introduced or revised regarding labor laws and the social security system. Along with the improvement of those laws and systems, it was important to address the pressing issues of the appropriate enforcement of the laws, as well as proper operation and stabilization of the systems. In other words, it was an issue to make companies and employers properly understand the laws and systems and to ensure their effectiveness. In addition, the modernization of personnel management in businesses was a major concern to society. In order to meet such social needs, the Sharoushi Act was enacted in 1968. Since then, Sharoushi have contributed to the social and economic development in Japan. Today, many countries are facing the challenges that Japan has experienced before. Globally, as society matures, new challenges arise and they are becoming more complicated. In the field of labor laws and social security systems, it is very important to address the pressing issues of the appropriate enforcement of laws, proper operation, and stabilization of the systems. Personnel management in response to new challenges is also indispensable. In such situations, the Sharoushi system of Japan could be applicable to many countries. In Indonesia, where the universal social security coverage system is being launched, the government has set up an Indonesian version of the Sharoushi system based on Japan's experience. Furthermore, following Indonesia, Vietnam is also aiming to introduce the Sharoushi system. In addition, the International Labour Organization, ILO, also highly appreciates the Sharoushi system. In 2020, ILO and the Sharoushi Federation signed a Memorandum of Understanding aimed at contributing to the realization of decent work around the world through the dissemination of the Sharoushi system. In the field of labor laws, social security systems, and labor and personnel management, a Sharoushi is a legal specialist who can solve many problems common to the world, respecting people and aiming to realize sustainable development. It is the mission of the Sharoushi to contribute to the realization of labor laws and social security systems accessible to people all over the world.